Yee. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Yeah. Good morning.
And my girl from Chicago, ChellaH, is here.
It's your girl, ChellaH, Big H.
What's up, y'all?
She got a nice little drop.
What's up? Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that drop?
Yeah.
All right, well, first of all, ChellaH, welcome. She just got in from Chicago last night.
That's right.
She actually had a flight that was delayed, and then they put it back. So imagine you would have planned on your flight being delayed for hours, and then they switched it back.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why sometimes you just got to go to the airport.
Right.
Because you know when you get the alert and then you wind up saying, nah, I'm just going to stay home for them couple hours.
And then they tell you.
Right, and then they switch it back.
These flights have been crazy lately.
Yes, last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been bananas.
It's been ridiculous. So everybody, just make sure you always, when you're flying, get the alerts to your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why are you talking so soft now? Like you wasn't just talking crazy too.
I'm soft. I'm switch it up.
You do?
I do. Yeah, I do.
You soft and...
Yeah, I'm in my soft era.
Oh.
Stop it.
But
she told me she was texting me years ago.
No, she said you texted
back.
her.
Oh,
I was
really?
replying back.
We got to find these text messages.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that y'all know each other, huh?
Not like that, but just a little.
We met.
Okay. Manos met everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
If you know what I'm saying. No, but you guys had a show together. You were on the same show.
Yeah,
basically. Because ChellaH is a hip hop artist. Okay?
I am.
Yes.
I am.
First and foremost.
Dope.
And also a store owner, but we're going to get into all of that today. But we also have Pastor A.R. Bernard joining us from Brooklyn. So I'm excited about that for Wealth Wednesday. He's actually building a whole community, a whole village in Brooklyn.
Really?
All right, yes.
Where?
And that is actually because of gentrification. I think it's near Starrett City.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And that's where his church is, the Christian Cultural Center.
Oh, that big church over there?
Yes, the mega church.
Oh, that mega church. Oh, man. Rest in peace to my brother Spider, because we had his funeral there.
Yeah, that church is amazing.
Yeah, it's a huge church.
All right, well, we're also going to shine a light on them. You know, that's how we start the show every single day, 800-292-5150. Whoever you want to shine a light on, call us up right now. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Yes, I am.
ChellaH is here.
It's your girl, ChellaH, Big H.
I like that y'all everybody has a drop. All right, and it's time to shine a light on them, 800-292-5150. And I definitely want to shine a light on Sergeant Sanchez. Yesterday, I had a meeting in Times Square in New York. Y'all, you're familiar with Times Square, ChellaH? All right, well, Post Malone apparently had a huge pop-up concert in Times Square yesterday. I was not aware. And the Uber left me off at the wrong place. And so I ended up having to walk, through Times Square. But it was a mess. There was, the street was closed off. They were like, you can't go this way. One guy yelled at me. But then Sergeant Sanchez came over and said, that's Angela Yee. Come on, I got you. I'll walk you. You shouldn't be walking outside. Let me take you where you got to go. He walked me all the way to the...
So you was by the red steps?
Yes.
And he walked you to where you had to go?
I was walking from, it was really only like a block and a half, but it was so crowded that it was taking forever. And then Post Malone had a pop-up concert,
right
so it was even more crowded.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So fortunately, he was there. Because you know me, I be moving around by myself.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I do. Like, you might catch me walking. I was in New Orleans at Essence Fest walking around by myself. People were like, yo, what are you doing?
You just didn't walk around to hang out with me.
Yeah, I do. I go meet Mano. I was in Chicago
by myself. You didn't hang out with me in Essence, though.
Well, you were in the airport waiting for a flight that ended up getting canceled. So, no, I didn't see you. All right. Well, you guys get to shine a light on somebody right now. 800-292-5150 is the number. What's up, Mello?
What's up, Yeezy? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
What's up, Mano? How y'all feeling?
What's happening?
So, Mello, who you want to shine a light on?
All of y'all. Jasmine, Mano, and Angela Yee. Honestly, the interns, the producers, shout out to Dan. One shine a light on all of y'all. Y'all, I think people really be taking y'all for granted. Y'all, they don't shine a light on y'all enough, and that don't sit well with me.
But tell them stop playing with us.
Yeah, but that's not what we here for. You know what I'm saying, Mello? Like, we would shine a light on you for always being so supportive and listening, and even with the businesses, Mello will show up. Okay, Mano wants his light.
Go ahead, bro.
Yo, of course. Shine the light on Mano Leo. We can all shine together. Like we all shining.
All right. Well, thank you, Mello. We appreciate you. And Mano really appreciates you.
We outside.
Definitely. We outside.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, Catherine. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Who you want to shine a light on with me and Mano?
My mom, it's her birthday.
Okay. What's her name?
Cherie. And she's taking her test today to be a real estate agent.
Nice.
Ooh, I got to get my test done too, man. I've been taking the classes. That is dope. What city, what state is she in?
We're in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
And I want to shine a light on myself.
Okay.
I'm a nail tech, and I've been thriving for 3 years.
Okay.
Oh, you're a nail tech. What's your page so we can see it?
Kitty's Claws, the biggest.
Kitty's Claws, the biggest.
The biggest.
Okay, I like
No,
it.
it's not the biggest at the end. It's not the biggest at the end.
She's just saying she the biggest. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, shout out to your mom too. And
KITTYS,
okay, good, because we can make it to Long Island. And shout out to your mom though, and good luck to her today on that real estate test. Okay, we all need a good realtor.
Thank you.
What part of Long Island is your shop located?
I'm in Freeport, New York.
Oh, that's right there.
Oh, that's where I got my car from. Okay.
Nautical Miles over there,
I
right?
have a private suite.
All right, good. We like a private suite. I see you right here. Closed on Sundays. Oh, you do some good work.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you for calling.
Thanks, Ange. Bye.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on them, 800-292-5150. Just in case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message, and we'll play it back at the end of the show. When we come back, we got Yeezy, and you know, I'm always like, what's trending today? Well, Drake was trending, and we'll talk about why. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Yep, I'm here, baby.
And ChellaH is here with us.
It's your girl, ChellaH, Big H.
Hey,
ChellaH from Chicago.
that's right.
All right, now let's get into this Yeezy. Drake was trending, right? The first thing I said is, why is Drake trending? And we know he's on tour.
Right.
So he's been trending quite a bit. Well, apparently there's a picture of him with Sexy Red.
Nice.
And it looks like he's...
Miami.
Yeah.
And she posted, I'm your favorite rapper. All right, so they were backstage, and he's at the Barclays in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of it. You
What?
know. I mean,
The
I just thought it
picture-
was a picture together.
What? Yeah. Why? I guess it's the pose.
Yeah. You know, he also said that she is his rightful wife in the picture. Just
Good
met my
for her.
rightful wife, he said.
Nice. I like
and he's
that.
like kissing her kind of off the cheek.
Yeah. I like her.
Have you ever taken a picture with somebody and everybody thought y'all was in a relationship?
Many times.
Because you probably were. Right?
No.
Okay.
You try to catch
That
me.
always
right
happen to me.
there. No.
It does happen to you?
It does.
Yeah. I think with women, they do it worse.
Really?
Yeah. Than with men. Like, you take a picture, they be like, oh, yeah, I could tell from the picture that.
For me, it's like anybody that I might be dealing with, they think that I'm just doing everybody. Don't matter who it is.
Well, you.
No, stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Say
Stop
anything.
They said that
Stop
you
it.
be.
They said what?
They said that.
No, who's they?
You said you outside.
They talking.
I don't know who they is. I don't know who they are. But call us and give us your secrets. Call them and give us your secrets.
No, and Tyga has gotten a new tattoo. He actually had to get general anesthesia to get this. He's getting a huge tattoo on his back of Jesus Christ on the cross.
Really?
Yes. Have you ever had to get general anesthesia for a tattoo?
No. So that's when you're getting put to sleep, right? No,
Yeah.
I never got that. I use numbing cream.
Okay. You love numbing cream.
Yeah, definitely.
Chellah, you got a lot of tattoos too. You got Chicago.
You know what? These old, but I'm about to actually go back.
And get what, a whole
I'm
sleeve?
getting a bunch of stuff. I need to get like a bunch of different
Yeah,
stuff. I don't know yet.
just fill your whole body up. Just
It's
go
gonna be
crazy.
wild, though.
Why? So you just want to? Well, you in Chicago. You going to Black Ink?
You know what? I don't know who I'm gonna go to yet. But with my tattoo, this ain't even finished. And then I got some more stuff I want to get. You know.
Y'all got all these tattoos. I don't have now one.
You ain't missing nothing.
All right, now JT has announced a new clothing project, the Girl JT World. So shout out to her. She put this post on social media. The Girl JT World is something I've been working a long time for and something I put my heart into as an expression of self and giving back to my followers. I felt so much love and support from you guys that I wanted to create something where we could all be together and engage in conversation that combines everything that's important to me, fashion, music, and more. So her first collection is coming out actually in 2 days on Friday, July 21st.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see what that could look like. She dresses cute.
She does.
And you got a store, ChellaH.
I do. That's on the way. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
In Chicago, opening August 13th.
Is that your soft voice?
I know, because she don't
it's
talk
just
like that off the
I
mic.
do talk like this.
You talk like this?
I mean, I'm got the headphones on, so like I'm just balancing. Like,
Okay.
give me a
Okay.
Pipe down.
Get
I
into
gotta
the
do
groove.
she's
me.
a-
Let me
you're
get into the groove.
Soft era, right?
Yeah.
Soft
Okay,
girl
got
era.
it.
Because, yeah.
Let me sound sexy.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Can I say that?
And
Nah,
Little Scrappy
absolutely.
is having a back outside divorce party.
Hey, wrong.
All right, he posted, with all the lies and evilness thrown on me, I think it's safe to say I need to go up and release and just enjoy life. I showed y'all how I'm married. I was cool for a long time. Now I'm going to show y'all outside Scrappy.
Okay.
I feel like he's going to hang out with Mano.
I can see that. I can see
You see
that.
that, right?
I can
Take
see
him
that.
outside, Mano.
I'm just the guy, huh?
You know, he got
I'm a
chaotic
go-to guy.
hosting. I mean, we already know that's going to be crazy. One of my friends from college got divorced, and she sent me a gift to celebrate.
What was the gift?
It was like a crystal, and then she sent this like nice long letter about how supportive I've been, because if you don't like some, and then you're like, well, whatever you want to do, girl, I'm in your
But
corner.
you was just supporting.
I
You
was-
knew
I-
something wasn't right, though.
Yes.
But you was just still trying to
but
be a
I
good
still
friend.
support whatever
Right.
decision you make.
Absolutely.
And now she's divorced.
And then you
She
like, man,
outside.
I wanted to tell you what it really was, but I couldn't tell you back
did
then because
tell
you was
her.
all in love.
No, I told her what I thought, but I also said, this is how I feel, but
Right.
I'm here
Right.
for whatever you decide you want to
Nah,
do.
that's real though. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta be. You can't. You gotta be like that.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie, and when we come back, we have About Last Night. Now, Mano's last night has run into today.
Yeah, it does that. Every now and then.
And last night I was outside too. ChellaH flew in from Chicago, so she met me at Brooklyn Chop House. But we'll discuss when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here,
I'm here.
and ChellaH is here with me.
That's right.
Now, Mano, you are still out from last night.
Yes.
What
I
are you
am.
doing that I was
Um,
not invited to?
I had 2 meetings when I left here, and then I was trying to catch this event. I missed it. There was a Philip Plein event that I missed.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there on time.
What were you doing?
No, because I
Just
had
moving around.
something.
It's a lot
Right,
of
I had
traffic.
something going on in Brooklyn, and then I was trying to get back in time, so I missed it. And then I was hungry and wound up going to Omar's Kitchen. Shout out to Omar's Kitchen.
Okay.
I love that food over there.
All right, I would love to go there.
Yeah, and then you should come there.
Yeah, I would
right?
love to go.
You should, and then Fab came to meet me over there, and then we ate, and then we went to Chelsea. We went to
Chelsea House? Okay.
We stayed over there about 1, and then
I've
I
been
went
to
to
Chelsea
the
House, by
yes,
the way.
you did finally.
Can we highlight that?
We're gonna let's highlight that because we're gonna put a picture up of you, and then we're gonna
Hopefully
get
not
you.
one of the ones you guys took.
Stop playing with us. and then I went to the studio. Shout out to Boy Wonder. Went to the studio last night about
okay.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
You were working
Yeah. Then I stayed up.
and came here.
Yeah.
You are so responsible.
Really?
Did you fall asleep sitting up while you were in the studio?
No. I was up.
All right.
Does that happen here? Never.
Yes.
Cat in your rap.
Oh, I actually have video. Do you want me to post it?
Cat in your rap.
Should I post the video?
Stop playing with me on national radio.
Are you sure it's Cap?
What's that?
Is it Cap?
Who?
Is it Cap, or should I post it?
When?
Okay.
She
Now,
always got some videos.
I know.
somewhere.
You know, I got plenty of
stop
videos that
playing
ChellaH
with me.
sitting up too.
Oh, man.
All right, now ChellaH, you flew in from Chicago yesterday.
I did.
Actually, ChellaH was supposed to be on the show a couple of weeks ago, and your flight got canceled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we had to redo it.
Yeah. So
But
now
the flights was crazy then, so I couldn't even get here for days.
this is Chicago O'Hare is one of the worst airports to fly out of as far
It's
as
very busy.
cancellations.
It
And
is, but I fly to Midway anyway.
Okay.
It's closer,
I've flown out of Midway. It's not as
luxury.
luxurious.
Yeah.
I would say that, but it gets the job done.
I love Midway.
Okay.
So convenient.
So then you landed and you came to Brooklyn Tap House. Had you been there before?
No, I haven't.
It was my best friend from high school's birthday. Shout out to my girl, Jamil.
This was last night? Y'all was over there?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't invited.
Well, it was her birthday dinner. You don't even know her.
Yeah, but I like to show up just because.
Well, you were somewhere else. You didn't invite me.
Saving the city.
You were somewhere you didn't invite me. So,
Pull
you
up
know.
at random birthday dinners.
But yeah, so she wanted to do her birthday dinner there. So, of course, I showed up and met her there. I told you I had to navigate through Times Square because Post Malone had a pop-up concert for his album that's coming out. So, and by the way, we discussed this the other day. He has the #1 most streamed rap song on Spotify.
Yeah.
And so I went there, and they were having a party upstairs too.
Oh, okay. On the
Yeah, they have
the
a
little
weekly
roof.
party
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah, I've been there.
So you have been. This is ridiculous.
Where haven't you been?
I mean, I wear a cape for the city. I gotta, you know.
You ain't wrong.
He wear a cape and nothing else.
Nobody's playing with you today.
I
For
didn't
real.
get to eat though last night.
Yes, and so poor Chella
Starving.
flew in. She got there. By the time she got to Brooklyn Tap House, we had finished eating, and everything was kind of closing. And then I was like, "Well, go to the deli on the corner," but she didn't feel like going, so that was it. But I did get her a juice this morning.
So I'm
Nice.
still starving.
Yes.
So, so you low energy, you tired.
I'm
You
hungry.
hungry?
See, I'm used to eating. I
Yeah,
eat like
and-
5 times a day, you know. And she come with this bread and this cottage cheese looking cheese.
It was nice,
and tomatoes
mozzarella
and
Do you
spinach.
eat,
It's
do you
like,
eat
no.
clean or do you eat?
I eat.
Oh, you eat.
She
Come
eat
on.
dirty.
I do.
She needs some food.
I'm trying. All right, so we're going to order some food, but what we're going to do most importantly when we come back is...
Yeah, we're gonna allow people to call up and give us their deepest, darkest secrets, please.
They don't have to be dark, though.
No, I would prefer that they dark.
Okay. Well, you're going to tell us a secret. You know, this is Mano's favorite, absolute #1 segment.
No judgment.
No judgment.
It's like,
Now, Chella, people call in and sometimes they say some crazy things. Chella has some good secrets. If you want to go in the other room and call in,
wow.
you could tell us a secret. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, 800-292-5150. When we come back, tell us a secret. Say it for us, Chella.
I want to know your secrets.
800-292-5150. Tell us a secret. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Hey, what's up? It is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
I'm here.
And Chella is here.
I'm here.
Chella is guest hosting from
Yes.
Chicago. You've never been to Tell Us a Secret before. Now, Mano, this is his favorite segment. This is when people get to call in and anonymously share things with us that they may have never told anyone before. Mm-hmm. Is there any secrets you want to share, Chella?
Not just yet.
Anonymously,
I
though.
think Mano. I want to hear one of his secrets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She heard all of mine.
Yeah.
I wanna hear
And
one.
by the
We
way, you
haven't heard
can,
yours.
you can hear Chella's secrets on Lip Service. She's been
Oh.
on Lip Service before. She has this thing she does called Bicology.
I gotta tell you what happened with that.
Uh-oh.
Is that a secret?
Bicology. What is Bicology?
It's reverse psychology, actually. So it's like investing in your gift to get a bigger gift.
So you know how you buy a guy a little something and he gets so excited he
Yeah.
buys you something even bigger?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That works,
I get
right?
That, yeah,
It's just a term that I came up with and solidified.
Okay, and Chella's gift that she normally gives,
It's the jewelry box, but
a jewelry box with your name engraved on it.
right. But let me just spill a little secret. This is a secret because my guy doesn't know this. So I actually gave him the last box. Period. So that's over with for a number of reasons.
What are the
What
reasons?
you mean the last box?
Well, the box
She
is
normally, this is her
Yeah, this
regular
is
gift
what I
that she
do.
gives, but this
Yeah.
is the last one she's given.
That's how you know you made it to a special place in my heart. when
Oh, you
get
got the
this
last box.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to get that box.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
box is retired.
Are you like making the box yourself?
no, I'm not.
She just
I
buying the
get it
box
from
from-
this place.
Things
Right.
remembered.
But how about they out of business?
Discontinue.
How about the store's out of business now?
Also, no, but
No
there's
more
gotta be-
boxes.
There's got to be other places.
It's none. I went looking for one recently.
So that was your only gift.
Wait, who are you getting a box for recently?
You know what? I was going to get one for my mentor.
You know what? Chella got me a box.
So that's
I
the
did.
only
She
gift
did
you
give
give.
me a
is-
box.
is
It's
just
not the only gift, but it's very
It's like your
special and
main-
it's unique.
It's like your
It's
main
unique.
main gift for the guys that you may be dating.
Yeah. So the last box I gave to my final guy because that's my last stop.
Okay.
Why you made that face?
No, so
On
that's our
camera.
last stop.
It's just it's a loving face. It's
Yeah.
just a face of happiness.
She's blushing right now.
So yeah, so the box is over with. I retired it.
ChellaH, I hate the fact that this is on camera so that people can see your
Oh
expression.
my God, I hate that too. Like he's sleeping. But that's okay.
All right, so he's the one.
He is, and the two.
You ever got him something other than a box?
Yes, I did. I get him a lot
different
of stuff.
box.
Oh, I get him gifts all the time.
Different color.
Yeah, I give him the real box.
No.
Box.
I wasn't talking about that box. I'm just saying, like, is there something else that you bought him as
Yeah,
as
I
a
buy
gift?
him a lot of stuff all the time.
What is?
I've gotten him everything. I actually I got him for Christmas. I got him like some beautiful huge portraits like the size of that TV of his son that he lost, his grandma, and I put him around the house.
Oh, that's nice.
I bought him. I tricked.
Okay.
I bought him some
It ain't tricking if
Marys
you
for
got
Father's
here.
Day,
Oh.
and I've never
Spent
done
that much on the guy. Yeah.
No, I haven't. Even though they was on sale.
Sales is good. We like
I
sales.
love
We
sales.
like that.
So yeah.
Listen, Manny, what's the best gift you ever got?
I've gotten.
You never got a
everything.
box?
Never got a box.
Oh, well, it's discontinued, so it's over for you.
I won't get one.
Well, as you know, this is Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. Hello, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm good.
Now, remember, this is a no judgment zone, ChellaH, Mano. And we have someone on the line who wants to tell us a secret. So what's your secret?
I'm a 42-year-old dude.
You're a 42-year-old what?
Virgin.
I'm a virgin, guy.
Okay, so what led you to this decision?
I'm trying to hold my stock.
You trying to hold your stock, so your stock you think is rising as you hold on to your virginity.
Man, I'm the truth. This coming out of Kansas, Tennessee. I'm the truth.
You the truth
But
at
how
what
do you
though?
know?
I got conversation with women.
Oh, he's good at
It's
conversations.
powerful. It's very powerful. I can sell a dream to anybody.
But you saying you never took nothing to Pound Town though. So how
Exactly.
like what you the truth at?
Conversation.
I ain't never took them in the pound, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good because it's a spiritual thing.
It's a spiritual thing.
thing.
Okay.
I want her to just know what she had.
No, nice. You go ahead and do that. Jesus loves you. We gonna keep
Oh,
Get
Mano.
him some honey pack.
Are you...
Man, no,
But-
big dog. I ain't trying to pound anything, big dog.
Oh, okay, hey.
Pound
Okay.
something.
You guys are like opposites, you and
What's
Mano.
going on? Like,
Oh,
is
so-
it
John,
a cell function or what's going on?
You know, I do a lot of
what does that mean?
You masturbate?
exactly.
A lot? Okay. So you're good at that.
You probably drained.
I'm good at that.
This is
What's a
I'm not
lot?
drained because
What are we talking
it feels very good.
you rather do that. You rather your
Especially when
hand
you
over.
sanitizing.
This is crazy.
Can you do other stuff? Like, can you have a girl do that for you?
Yes, I mean, we do it in front of each other, and I explain myself, but because I want pound and give them pressure, they leave me alone.
So you can't even keep a relationship because people want to take it to the next level.
And you want to hold out.
They want to take it to the next level. I'm holding out because I'm working with a monster. 6'4", 320 solid.
Working with a monster.
Okay.
But you decide that
Man,
yourself.
big dog,
or
you
somebody
can't be
tell you
that slow. I'm working with a monster. They know my stock is up there.
You just called me slow.
Yes,
This is
I
crazy.
heard that.
He just called me slow.
He did.
Hey, listen.
No, I thought down south was slow, big dog.
No. I can't. Listen.
It's your phone.
I can't hear you.
No judgment.
Sir, your phone just sounds a little. Your phone sounds a little muffled. That's all.
I can't hear you. I mean that
I'm
Metro,
sorry, man.
that Metro
I'm
PCS
sorry.
that you on is not connecting.
Stop it.
Nah, this is work truck. I'm in the 18-wheeler. This is work truck.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. That's your decision. You'll do it when you get married.
No.
Nah, I won't be
Yeah,
doing
what
it,
you talking
but
about?
a lot of times I fantasize over, it's one particular female that I really want, but I don't have enough money for her right now.
Who? Angela Yee?
And you man, them
Okay.
Long as you
guys and them I got the conversation for Angela. I want to be on the radio. Rub her down, watch everybody.
This is crazy.
Why she hollering Jesus?
This is Jesus.
Okay,
Wow. Jesus loves you, brother.
I'm gonna be like, get you a
Jesus
virgin.
loves you too, man. Hey, you guys have a great one, man, but it's a kid with a sock.
Keep on not doing nothing.
Yeah, and do us a favor, send us a pic. DM a pic of it so we can tell you if you're working with a monster or not. How that sound?
Hey, man,
said
we
not
can do
us.
that.
Not us. Not us.
Send me your
Me
email.
and
I
Angie.
want nothing part of that. Like,
No.
DM.
Send me your email, Angela. I'll get it to you.
All right.
This is crazy, man.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Email is hustlehard. No, I'm kidding. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great this morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm with Chella and Mano. We're ready for your secret.
Yes, my secret is I had an ex that I was with, and he used to say so many mean things, derogatory cuss words, and he didn't care what he said to women.
Oh, wow.
So I figured he had a poo-poo mouth. So what I did was I waited till he went to work. I went into the bathroom, had my morning bow.
Mm-hmm. Bowel movement.
And I got up without wiping it, and I took his toothbrush and stuck it in the crack of there and then put it back in his cup.
So you wiped your bowel movement with his toothbrush and put it back in the thing?
Yep, I made sure.
Oh
yes,
my gosh.
I made sure I was wide open. At the top, and then I took and spread my butt together, but we get on it, and I put it back into his cup.
Oh.
And I left him.
And you left, so you did that and you left
We
him.
weren't having sex anyway. No kisses, no none of that. So.
All right, good, because you can't kiss him after that.
Okay.
Hell no, I wasn't kissing him before this.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a nasty revenge.
It could have been worse. It could have been
What?
After a bowel movement.
He had an itty mouth.
Oh my
So it
gosh.
was only deserving that he got his.
What if he's like, this toothpaste is delicious today?
You get it.
Well, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you got out of that relationship.
Don't feel bad.
People are going to be mad at us for that, but hey.
I've
You
done
said
worse.
don't feel bad.
I've done worse.
You've done worse. I told you Chella has secrets.
And I hope all his women and them like it.
There's women in them.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, again, the number is 800-292-5150 if you want to tell us a secret. But we got Yeetie when we come back. And let's discuss, would you want your partner to tell you if you were gaining weight? BB Rexa posted some text messages and you gained 35 pounds. Obviously, you gain weight and your face changes. We'll discuss on Yeetie when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Yes, Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
I'm here. No
Chicago's own Chella.
I'm here.
ChellaH, Big H.
Hey.
All right, and let's discuss Yeetie. Now, Mano, I see you already like this, so you know about it. Nas posted Magic 2, and the artwork for his album is coming out tomorrow. Well, no, Friday. Today's July 19th, July 21st.
Shout out to Nas.
So can't wait to hear what that's like. And I know there's like a big event happening, so it feels like everything is lined up. He's the Hennessy guy.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Dre from Hennessy, man. I kept him out with me last night, all night.
He should be used to that.
I mean,
You got to
maybe
get up
not.
too.
But maybe not moving
on,
like how
Dre,
you
you
know
got
how I
this.
move. Though. Come on, Dre. Like you know how I move. Like I'm going from one spot to another spot to a restaurant to an event, back in the studio at 2 a.m.
You got this.
Come on, Dre.
You got this. And shout out to my girl Valerie from
Yeah.
Hennessy too. All right, YG and Saweetie have announced a tour. That's all following their dating rumors. They're not really rumors, I guess, right?
Nah, they holding hands in public.
Yeah.
It's not rumors.
She ain't wrong.
It's all good.
She ain't wrong. So yes, they have announced their upcoming Straight to the Club tour, and that starts in the fall. And it's YG, Saweetie, and Tyga. All right, so everything starts September 21st in Sacramento, and it finishes November 21st in LA. So you can check all of that out. That's probably fun to be on tour with your boo.
And you know they got the LA thing going on.
Yeah, I want
so shout out
something
to
like that one day.
Really, you would date an artist, so you could be on tour together.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I've liked on artists.
Liked on.
I've been liked on by artists.
Okay, all right.
Few maybe.
All right. And Little Durk, speaking of tours, has canceled his tour due to health issues. We already know he canceled tour dates, including his scheduled appearance at Rolling Loud Miami. Well, unfortunately, he had to let people know that he's still awaiting to get full clearance from his doctors to travel and perform again. And so he has no other choice but to cancel. So health first, period, right?
Yeah.
He's also scheduled to perform a solo show at the United Center and also an appearance at Summer Jam on August 12th, too, by the way, for GCI.
Yes. So hopefully he can get it together before then, because
those are the only two.
is waiting.
Those are the only two that are remaining on his schedule right now. And I guess he could recover in Chicago and see how he feels.
Yeah.
At that point in time. But There is no joke from exhaustion, people traveling, wanting to get all the bags, get all the money while it's out there.
That's
You
right.
don't want to neglect that, but you also can't neglect your health.
That's right.
All right, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. And good news for all you coffee lovers, bad news for Mano. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Under the Radar is next.
The news, I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here. And ChellaH is here, straight from Chicago.
That's right. The low end to be exact.
All right, and we are doing Under the Radar. These are the stories that might not be in the headlines, but they are definitely important. And we're still following this Carly Russell story, right? She was in Alabama, mysteriously vanished for 2 days. And so Alabama police have not found any evidence to back up the claim that she said there was a child wandering along the highway. She called 911 and then vanished. So she had left her job at Woodhouse Spa in the Summit, which is a shopping center in Birmingham. And then she ordered food at a restaurant nearby, picked it up, and then went down to Target. She left Target, and then she called 911 to report that toddler. Police arrived 5 minutes after being dispatched. They found her wig, cell phone, and purse along the road with an Apple Watch inside of her bag. But they did not find the purchases that she made from Target. Police also said information went against the phone call someone inside the house made after she returned home, because she did go back home. She walked up the street by herself to the house 2 days later. And the initial call stated she was unconscious but was up and talking when emergency personnel arrived. So police are now trying to figure out what happened. They cannot determine whether anyone was with her in the moments leading up to her disappearance. And so they've been updating everybody on what's going on with this case as they investigate.
I want to know where she was, too.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they said there's a lot of items that are still being evaluated, and those items are key in the process of determining exactly what happened. So we're waiting to see.
What you think, Chella?
I don't know. I'm wondering, did she pull a Jussie Smollett?
Yeah.
Like, what went on? Like, where were you? What happened with the baby? Like, I need details.
Right.
You can't just, like, disappear and then just act like, well, I ain't gonna talk about it, because you had people worried, including me.
Well, Hoover Police Department is working around the clock, they said, to bring this case to conclusion. So, you know, right now, they're gonna get to the bottom of it. All right, now, for all of you that fly and use skip lagged, beware, because if you continue to do that, you may be banned from airlines. Now, we know of a few different situations of people who have issues. Cassie Aaron, she's a TikTok creator, and she does a lot of traveling videos. And so she wanted to fly to DC. She bought a ticket to Boston with a layover in DC. She said she never was going to Boston. So with skip lagged, you buy a ticket that has a layover, and then you don't get on the second leg of the flight. The problem with that is you can't check a bag. You always have to have carry-on because your bag will end up going to the later flight. But it's a cheaper way to get a flight, and airlines don't like it. Right. So she had done this before. She said it's a great way to save money. Everything went great the first time she did it. But this time she said she went to get her boarding pass on her phone, and when she opened it, there was a note on her boarding pass saying to head to the ticket counter. Now, she said this never happened to her before, and they asked her if she booked this on SkipLag. Now, she said when she booked her ticket on SkipLag, the website tells users do not tell the airline that you booked it on SkipLag.
Right.
So she was worried she got caught. She told them that she didn't, but they told her that she was flagged, and if she didn't get on the second leg and go all the way to Boston, that she would be banned from American Airlines altogether. So she ended up canceling the whole flight and buying a new one the right way.
That's crazy.
Yes. And we all saw the story of a 17-year-old boy who's now banned from American Airlines for 3 years because he tried to use skip lagging, and they wouldn't even let him get on the flight.
I don't mind getting banned from American. Like, is that all you gonna do?
Yeah. And they might not let you on the flight. So now you'll be stuck in the airport with a ticket that you paid for that you can't even use.
I use skip lag, but I don't use those. I don't get the flights that's going to another city, right? I don't do the layover because they sell
flights.
They have actual flights, like regular straight through flights. Just going from this destination to another. Like,
well, I'm just giving you all the warning. For people who use skip lagged, beware, okay?
Well,
and that is you're under the radar. Now, you know we got the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, Pastor A.R. Bernard is going to be joining us, the Christian Cultural Center. But aside from that, he has a background in finance, and he also is building a whole urban village. And we're going to discuss this because it is a huge undertaking, but this is all for him trying to make sure that people have affordable housing, because Brooklyn is extremely expensive. We'll tell you how he's doing it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
There's truth in the rumors. From industry shade to all the gossip. Talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
I'm here.
ChellaH is here.
It's your girl, ChellaH, Big H.
Check.
ChellaH's from Chicago. We ordered some pizza just now. I'm going to be so embarrassed if this pizza isn't good because she's from Chicago.
Oh, well, get ready to be embarrassed.
Chicago think that y'all got better pizza than New York.
I mean, we do.
This has been like an ongoing argument.
When Jeremiah did lip service, the pizza we ordered that day wasn't that great. For whatever reason, I was humiliated. I was like,
wow.
I'm sorry.
So is it from the regular spot that you get it?
Well, I was downtown doing lip service. So
No, I'm talking about right now, today.
No, this is a different place.
Why would you go to a different place when you know that other pizza good?
Because...
All right. Well, we're going to see. All right. But let's get into this Yee team. Speaking of food and pizza, BB Rexa posted a message on her Instagram. This was over the weekend. And it was a screenshot of, I guess, her boyfriend kind of having some things to say about her body. He said, would you rather I lied to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously, you gain weight and your face changes. And then... you know, I guess people were saying that he was body shaming her. He said, doesn't mean, he said, come on, I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. How would you feel if you were dating somebody and they told you that you look fat?
Yeah, keep it real.
Yeah, I want my guy to tell me the truth. I just went through that. Like,
yeah, don't lie to me.
I gained the weight, like, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. Keep it real with each other. So, you know, do something about it, or either just tell them, you know, I'm going to just be lazy and
I need you to say it differently to me, no. Not like you got fat. I need to be like, we got to get back in the gym.
Not like you getting a little chubby, baby.
Yeah. Like, I think it's time for us to go to the gym. You got to say we, too.
But what if they don't want to go to the gym?
Then they can't speak on you. We got to do it together. We a couple.
Well, I get it, but
I don't think that's a bad thing, telling your person that, you know,
it depends on how you say it, and it's also knowing who your person is.
Right,
some people can receive that
this is your
in a
person,
harsh way,
though.
and some people cannot.
This is your person, though. You should be able to be comfortable, and you should be already established to the point where you could be like, look, you getting a little crazy. Like,
yeah, that's the truth.
Shelly, your man told you that?
Yes, he did. So recently I gained like 20 something pounds, and he just kept it real. Like, you know, he didn't say like, oh, you fat, you out of line. He just was like, hey, you getting a little chunky.
Yeah.
You know, what's up with your regimen?
Dial
and that
it
was the
back.
truth. So I didn't feel away. Now, did I rush out and go to the gym? No, I still ain't
Yeah,
went.
we just ordered pizza.
Right.
And then you wanted some extra stuff, too.
Yeah, some garlic knots and a Pepsi. But, you know, it's another story. But I do feel like he could tell me whatever, and I could tell him whatever.
Right.
So that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it should be like that.
That's what you want.
All right, now, Jason Aldean is defending himself over backlash to his controversial song, Try That in a Small Town. People are saying that it is pro-lynching and racist. Here is a snippet of that song.
Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag.
Sir.
Hold on, he said spit in a cop's face?
He said, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough? Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. He said a lot more things than that, too. And the music video also has footage from protests, including Black Lives Matter protests.
So that's one of those good old boys right there.
And he said a lot of things in this song, by the way. It's not just that. There's a lot. He also says, full of good old boys, raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Now, he went on social media and he said, when you grow up in a small town, it's that unspoken rule of we all have each other's backs and we look out for each other. And then he said that, you know, these references are not meritless but dangerous as far as people saying that he was pro-lynching. He said there is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. So,
well, I mean, music is a form of expression.
Try that in Brooklyn.
You know.
Try that in Chicago. No.
You know. Ain't no telling what I'm going to say in my song. So, you know.
But I mean, he says a lot of different. He said, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. So, the Black Lives Matter protests in the video, in other words, he has a real issue with that. And he said, everybody knows his political views, so this shouldn't be a surprise. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, let's talk to our girl, ChellaH, who is here with us today.
Yes, let's talk.
Guest hosting, so you guys can learn more about her and know who she is. I want to play some of her music, but we got to bleep a lot. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Talk crazy.
No, I
You
don't.
tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
ChellaH,
Yes.
you have a lot of history and you've done a lot of collabs with people.
I have.
People like Little Dirk. Trina is somebody that you're really
That's my
tight with.
girl.
Shauna.
Yep.
So talk to us about that and how you even got into the music. You're from the low end.
Yeah. So I've always been an artist. So I've always been known for the independent, street, authentic artist from Chicago on the female side. Everybody knows that. It's not it's facts.
Okay.
And basically, everybody kind of I either reached out to them or they reached out to me. But I've been working for a minute. So shout out to Trina because we got a new song that's coming soon, and I just like when I like to collab with females that's not just dope but just have authentic personalities and character, because a lot of females it's you can do work with them, but it's once you get to really know them, it's
And Chicago has a lot of great women artists.
Yeah, we do.
Too. Because y'all got, you,
Sasha,
Tasha Go Hard,
Tank,
Dreezy.
Yeah, we got a lot. It's a lot of different girls of both generations.
Did you work with K Slay up here before?
No, I went a little bit. It was we were supposed to do this magazine thing back in the day, but we never did.
Straight Stunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we didn't do that. So
okay.
Yeah, but Chicago is lit, and all our women are lit, and our guys is lit too. I love them all.
Katie got bands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's on the low end too.
Because I'm thinking about this. So last year, ChellaH had a birthday party in Chicago. Chemistry.
Yep. Shout out to Rico. I love Chemistry.
It was at this club called Chemistry, and I actually had the Earn Your Leisure guys there. Shout out to Rashad and Troy. They came out towards the end of the party.
Right.
But when I tell you the whole city was outside, okay, I met a lot of people there that night too.
Yeah, everybody was there.
But
Herb
was
came.
there.
Yeah. That's one of my faves.
Now, have you ever lived anywhere besides Chicago?
Yeah, I have. I lived in New York for about 9 months. I lived in LA. I lived in Atlanta. Yeah.
But Chicago is home for you.
Man, I moved to LA recently and I stayed out there for a year.
And moved back.
I love Chicago. I was I'm so happy to be back home. It's just, everybody got this perception where it's oh, Chicago is so dangerous. Chicago is beautiful. We got the best food.
No, I wouldn't say that.
We do.
No, I wouldn't.
We do. Well, I'm going to take you back. Don't worry.
Stop
I wouldn't say that.
We do. This is a fact.
Maybe I got the best food for people in Chicago.
No, we don't. We have the best food in the world. But it's okay. I know you don't know, but I'm going to show you when you come. Don't worry. I got you.
Where does New Orleans fit on that list?
It's probably on the list, but Chicago is number one. This is a fact.
She got a lot of
Let me
Chicago
Google that.
pride.
Let me do a deep dive.
I do.
We
ain't gonna talk about the statistics because those people really don't matter. We talking about people that like to eat and that like to eat good food.
Maybe
So we lit.
Maybe I got the best something.
Oh, yeah, everything.
It does say number 1 is New York, number 2 is New Orleans, number 3 is Chicago.
There you go.
Well, the person that made that is probably from New York.
No,
they don't know.
It's Travel and Leisure. They're not from New York,
they're not from New York.
But it's cool. Y'all on the top 3.
Yeah.
Well,
y'all somewhere in there.
Whatever.
But I will say, I've definitely had amazing experiences. As a matter of fact, when I left the Breakfast Club, and it was my last day.
Yep.
I went straight to Chicago after the show to party, and when I tell you I partied till and got off the flight.
Did you eat there?
Met up with ChellaH. Definitely did.
Yeah.
Where did we go? Tribe? Is that the place?
We went to, I think it was called Tribe.
Yeah. And I thought it was just a restaurant. It turned out it was a whole party going on too.
Yeah.
But the food was amazing. We went to a few different spots that night.
We went to a few, but when you go back, I gotta take you. We gotta go back to Chemistry. I love S2. I love Can't Believe It's Not Me. We got some really good food.
And they do have the biggest food festival.
Yes, we do. The Taste.
Yes, the Taste of Chicago.
Yeah.
Now that is something that I feel like Chicago's for sure known for that. We actually have to make it out to Taste of Chicago next year.
That's really good and really dope.
Because we like to eat, right, Mano?
Yeah, we do, but it doesn't make you number one, though.
I can't tell y'all like to eat because we ain't ate nothing.
That festival didn't make you number one, though.
No, I understand what you mean, like when you say like, oh, but no, that ain't it.
We do have
y'all
the New York
pizza
Wine
is like totally like
totally good.
Y'all like
you guys got that deep
delusional.
dish, but we do have a little snippet of some ChellaH. So if y'all never heard her rap, check this out. This is her "Put It on the Floor" remix.
Follow me.
Heavy on the
right
scissors, I be cutting up. I'm saying just in they place and now they shutting up. I'm the queen of the rack, don't give a what you heard. Can't no get that title if they grew up in the burbs.
All right, and well, thank you, ChellaH. And we got more with ChellaH because she's going to be joining us tomorrow and Friday.
That's right, I'm here.
And I feel like that's a great segue to talk about Pastor A.R. Bernard. Because he's going to be joining us this morning as well for Wealth Wednesday. We're going to be talking about this urban village that he is creating. It's quite an undertaking that he's doing, but I love the idea behind it, so he'll get to tell you about that firsthand. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the back. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
I'm here.
Mano! And ChellaH is here.
It's your girl ChellaH, Big H.
I know that's right. And ChellaH, you got to see this Barbie movie. I know I told our Ken doll Mano here that he's got to see it too.
Now, why would you say that?
Because it's a guy.
But why would you? I'm giving that type of Ken doll vibe.
Kind of. When you see the movie, you'll see why.
You gotta stop playing with
the
me.
bad Ken doll.
I'm the bad guy.
Yes. But ChellaH actually has a pink truck.
I do.
And I've been in this truck and everybody looks at you. There's no sneaking up on nobody.
I know.
So you're kind of like a Chicago Barbie doll.
I am. It's like I'm more like a mermaid. But we'll take the Barbie.
A mermaid.
I
love
definitely
pink,
Barbie mermaids.
A mermaid.
And what was great about Barbie when it comes to diversity, there's a lot of Barbie careers, and you see it all throughout the movie. There's a nurse Barbie, President Barbie, which is a big deal. They had the President Barbie actually in 2004, a black Barbie doll, by the way. Nurse Julia, back in 1969, was the first black celebrity doll based off of the TV show Julia. So that was quite some time ago. So yes, just the whole evolution of Barbie when it comes to careers and what that represents. So when you see the movie, you'll understand it even more. There was firefighter Barbie.
Okay.
Astronaut Barbie, pilot Barbie. And so when you see that, it's kind of like, remember the little saying, we girls can do anything. Right, Barbie?
That's right.
But she's a mermaid, Barbie.
Yeah, we can do anything.
A mermaid is a survivor that can maneuver through anything and remain above water at all times.
Has no feet.
It don't matter.
You don't need
we
it.
just remain above
feet.
water.
Yeah,
it ain't about
water.
feet.
Okay.
No
See,
feet.
I love Barbie.
Always some merman trying to ruin things.
Hey, they went crazy on the marketing for Barbie.
Yes, they have. But
like they did.
You guys, Pastor A.R. Bernard is going to be joining us today. And so shout out to him because we're going to talk about the things that he's doing for Wealth Wednesday and how he's helping to rebuild the community. And I'm excited for that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Sharing my wealth, dog. Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here with me.
Yes.
And it's a Wealth Wednesday, and we're honored to have Pastor A.R. Bernard here with us.
It is good to be with you.
I am so fascinated, me being from Brooklyn, of what you are doing in Brooklyn. And this has been like 10 years in the making of you finally being able to bring to life this urban village that you've been envisioning for so long. So can you tell us what the urban village is and even how this concept came about for you?
Well, when you think about real estate, and in New York, real estate is a lucrative business, but also volatile and very competitive. We had an opportunity to purchase 10.5 acres of land in 1997. At that time, we needed the space because we were having 5 services in a converted supermarket just to contain our 11,000 members. And we purchased that for $6 million. And we developed one portion of it so that we could have a church building and all of the operations that we needed. But there was another 4.5 acres that was undeveloped. And we were going to expand out and add to it. But then I realized that it was a great opportunity to do something for the community. And 6 years ago, we started the process of looking for a development partner so that we could actually partner, because you don't want to leverage your land. Too often, especially with churches, you know, developers come in, pastors don't have any real estate or development expertise. So they'll say, I'll give you a new church. You give me the air rights, especially in New York. And the air rights is worth a few $100 million. And the new church is, what, $10 million? And they don't know. In fact, I worked with the Attorney General's office to deal with some of these developers who were exploiting our people, especially black people.
And you have a background in finance.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You have a background so you can see, you can peep all this game beforehand.
But also, okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, peep the game. You got that right. And it's necessary, But we decided, let's do something incredibly different. Traditionally, for the last 70, 80 years in America, the response to affordable housing, especially for people of color in underserved communities, was warehousing us. And when you do that, and everybody is poor and struggling, and you build houses and put them in, at the inception of that housing unit, you have all the social problems that will develop, and we have to deal with over time. So we created something called the Urban Village. 2,000 units of mixed income, from 30% area median income to 100% area median income, which means that you're talking about low income and middle income, and providing housing, including senior, including 110 units of actual home ownership, commercial, performing arts center, 24-hour child care.
Yes, we love that part.
We love the 24-hour child care.
That was inspired by a woman who took on a supervisory night job at McDonald's. Her and her husband estranged. She leaves the children, daughters at home alone so she can go and work.
That's a hard decision to have to
Very hard decision.
Burns the house down, and the children die. They're holding her for negligent homicide. We get involved with the district attorney and say, hey, you've got to think of the circumstances involved here. That inspired me, because how many of our women don't have child care at night? And that's where they get the 15% differential in pay. That's where they get the supervisory roles. That's where they experience
more hours.
Yeah, think about it. My mom actually, because my parents were still together, she was able to stay at home when we were really young to take care of us. And then when we got a little older, she started working. But we did go home. My brother and I, we were latchkey kids, like you said. And we did come home and kind of like let ourselves in the house at a really young age.
Probably younger than you should have. And it's not a necessity.
And there's a lot involved with it, because we have to change policy and laws, because there's nothing to govern 24 hours. Most of it governs just daycare. So you're talking 6 a.m. to about 8 p.m. at night.
Right.
Yeah.
What are the regulations? Health regulations, security regulations.
That's a lot.
What's involved? So we have to go through all of that process just to create this and implement it.
Right now, we're talking to Pastor A.R. Bernard, and Jasmine Brand is here also. This is fascinating to me, because you talked about teaming up with a developer, right? How do you determine who is the right person or the right team?
A shared philosophy. My philosophy for Urban Village, 4 pillars. Number 1, putting people first. Environment, creating the right environment that's holistic, that's going to give them a quality of life that allows for upward mobility. Programs, having the right programming built in that addresses everyone's needs, from little children right up to seniors. And sustainability, because you can create something that's affordable, but you can't sustain it.
Right.
And balancing sustainability and affordability is always the challenge when you're building affordable housing. So I wanted someone who understood that we wanted to create a quality of life and create more than just housing, but create a destination and a community of people. Community is where you have all the amenities within 1,000-foot walking distance. Anything beyond that, it's no longer community. You shouldn't have to take a cab or an Uber or whatever just to get to your local grocer.
What's the timeline like right now?
We are scheduled shovels in the ground next year.
Yay!
And the tough thing, of course, getting approvals, land use approvals, getting all of the funding lined up. And we're excited. So the first phase will be 4 buildings, 1A and 1B.
Okay.
And participation of the state has been great. And we're working on our mayor of New York City.
Okay, I saw he was at the Christian Cultural Center.
How do you keep the momentum, and how do you keep yourself still focused? And because it's been years, and now you're coming up on a year where you're going to break ground. Like, how do you keep yourself
I will
motivated?
say the process keeps you motivated or discouraged.
Right.
And you've got to keep yourself motivated. You've got to go through so many hoops that you have to jump through. And you have to build relationships, and you have to reaffirm those relationships. And then there is negotiations, because we started out with the buildings at a certain height. And that was a problem for the local elected official, because they were concerned about density, having too many people in a small space. Right. But our project considered density. We considered porosity of air and light, what you experience, the distance between buildings. We considered all of that because we wanted to make a great living experience for the people who were there. But we had to negotiate the heights of the building. We had to negotiate some
a lot of work.
It is a process.
Yeah.
On a much smaller scale, Angela's working on a house, and it's always something. It's the windows. I need to look. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is making my head hurt even listening to you.
It makes my head hurt.
So now listen to him talking about something massive.
Listen, I have one house I'm working on.
Yeah, he's working on a village.
So imagine what this is like.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's about 9 buildings.
Oh my goodness.
And it's going to take about 7 to 9 years.
But it's all in phases. So I think that's important for people to understand.
Yeah.
So in the next, probably you said by 2026, you'll have...
Well, next year we're looking at shovels in the ground.
Okay.
So the first phase should take about first 2 to 3 years. In fact,
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And the success of the first phase or first phases creates momentum for the rest of the project.
All right, guys, it's a Wealth Wednesday, and Pastor A.R. Bernard is joining me and Jasmine Brand. We have more with him when we come back. I'm so excited for the work that he's doing in our community. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Had a dream of living wealthy, and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. It's a Wealth Wednesday, and Pastor A.R. Bernard is here with me and Jasmine Brand. As we're talking about finances and economics with your background, right, also, I want to discuss personal wealth too, because I do feel like some people think that when you're in public service, that you should really not personally have wealth. And that's always been a conversation.
You should be broke and struggling.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like I know a lot of people who are activists, and people get mad if you make money, if you have a nice house, you know, if you have money in your bank account, if you have a nice car and things like that.
Often you think that when you take on social justice issues, you've got to sacrifice your life and your family fully to the point that it destroys you, it devastates you. And that's not true. You can balance both. You can make a difference in society, champion, the fight against injustice, discrimination, marginalization, disenfranchisement, and at the same time, have a life and build that life.
Should.
And I think you should. You have a responsibility to do that. There's a wonderful passage in the book of Ecclesiastes that says a poor man's wisdom is soon forgotten. And it's true. If you got all this wisdom and yet you're broke, poor, disgusted,
why should I be listening to you?
What good is the wisdom? What good is your wisdom if it's not working for you?
Yeah, because Jasmine and I, we just invested in this 30-unit building in Detroit, right? And a portion of the units will be for women who are formerly incarcerated, who are getting their life back on track. Because it's really difficult, when you come out of prison to actually get housing. It's difficult to do a lot of things. There's a lot of obstacles. Right. And so to make all of those things happen, and I think the number is 80% of women who are incarcerated are mothers also. So not only is she unhoused, but then also having to deal with children. And we wanted to provide a space that would be really beautiful. It's in Midtown Detroit, so it's a great location. We're redoing the whole building. The roof just got finished getting redone. We're going in a couple of weeks for us to get our first inspection. And so we're really moving ahead. But I see a lot of negativity sometimes when you're trying to do something positive, and people will be like, oh, this is just benefiting you. So I'm just wondering, because it's a huge project that you're taking on, right? And sometimes people doubt that you're doing it for the right reasons. Because yes, we don't want to starve, and we want to make sure that the building, like you said, can also, it won't exist if we can't pay the mortgage.
Got to be sustainable.
Right.
That's right. You look, and it's your philosophy of life. Life is both threat and promise. Opportunity with opposition. Opposition with opportunity. That's the game. That's just the way it is. So you can't get surprised when opposition shows up because you're exercising an opportunity or engaging in an opportunity. I take it the way it is. All good things are upstream. Sometimes you got to paddle hard to get there, but it's worth it.
You said all things.
All good things are upstream.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to paddle hard
Okay.
in order to get there.
Yeah, some of the best things have been some of the biggest challenges that happen in life. Because I feel like when things come too easy, you also don't appreciate it as much.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And that's why when people have skin in the game, they treat it differently.
Right.
But look, it's about doing impossible things.
Yeah.
Making them possible.
And setting a precedent. Because this is not something, on a smaller scale, things like this have existed. right? On a smaller scale. This is a huge undertaking.
Very.
And you also have a school.
Well, charter school.
Yeah.
We have a charter school, Cultural Arts Academy.
He does everything. I know.
That's one of my
crazy.
problems. That's why I've learned to manage my time.
And also have great people in positions that can help run your businesses. I think that's important.
Very, very important. Personnel is a problem. Personnel is also the solution. Having the right people, having the right systems and structures in place, making sure that they work together, overseeing them, and delegating. And understanding basic principle. People don't do what you expect, only what you inspect. So you're going to make sure that no matter what you give people to do, you're going to inspect it to make sure that they're keeping up with it. So, there's a whole set of principles that will help you be successful along the way, and you learn and you grow. And you can't be afraid to make mistakes.
Right.
Successful people have experienced a lot of failure.
Yeah.
But it takes
I think we forget that, though.
Failure need not be fatal. In fact, failure is the womb for success.
Honestly, thank you so much. And if people want to learn more about this project, about the Christian Cultural Center, all things Pastor A.R. Bernard, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, they can go to arbernard.com. They can go to Innovative Urban Village, and that will give them a complete presentation of the project. And, of course, cccinfo.org for Christian Cultural Center, the church, which I'm being slowly moved out of now that my son is moving.
Yeah, I see
into
him
that
taking
position.
over.
Yeah,
I see him there days you're not there.
Yeah, I get a little nervous.
Get a little break.
By the way, he's doing an amazing job.
Andrew, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go to church one day.
Absolutely. I already told you that.
You
I
did,
said, let's make a plan.
You got to make that happen.
Gotta go to the house of the Lord.
I can't just watch online all the time.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you so much for coming through. I know you're going to be stopping by more often, and we're going to be checking in with you also.
I look forward to this relationship and what we can do to help people think better of themselves and have a better life. And thank you for what you're doing. Congratulations again and again and again for your new show and all of these different elements that you're putting together to reach people and their different appetites. So God bless.
Well, thank you. This is truly a blessing. I just want to say that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, Pastor A.R. Bernard. And of course, when we come back, we're always here to help. So hopefully that helped you too. We got Ask Yee, 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up if you have any questions. We got ChellaH here. We got our award-winning advice giver, Mano, here. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, 800-292-5150.
Everybody whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and ChellaH is here today from Chicago. Also, the award-winning advice giver, Mano, is here. Yes, he won an award for that.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it's 800-292-5150. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Hi, I heard you want to stay anonymous.
Yes, I do. I can't believe I'm on the Angela Yee show.
All right, well, let's hear your question, girl.
What would you do if you were in a situation where you were dating your boyfriend's friend?
And so you have a boyfriend, but you're also dating his friend?
Yes, my boyfriend is incarcerated.
Oh, he's incarcerated.
That's foul.
How long is your man incarcerated for?
He was sentenced to 7 years.
Mm-hmm. How long was you with him before he got locked up?
Only a few months. 7 months.
All right, so he was together for 7 months. He was sentenced to 7 years, right? And so how much longer does he have?
He has about 3 years left.
And then you start knocking his man off?
How did that happen? Tell us how it happened.
When he first got incarcerated, at the beginning, I thought that he had more support. And he told me there were certain people that were going to be involved in the process that were going to help, throughout the term. I never really been through a process like this with someone getting incarcerated.
Okay.
So the friend at the beginning was very helpful in the process with financial stuff, just being emotional and support and helping me get through that time. So more so we started talking, and I guess he expressed his level of attraction. At first I kind of was, against it, but then I thought it would be more so it would keep me from, dating around and messing around with different people. The thing is, it was only supposed to be more of a physical type thing, but it ended up getting more involved. I ended up catching feelings for him.
Wow. How does he feel about you?
I feel like the feelings are mutual. He had his own little situation, but that's kind of resolved. I'm not looking for nothing monogamous at the time because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay, so
me and the boyfriend, we are not together anymore.
So who's not together? You're not together with the guy in jail no more?
Right.
Of course not. You sleeping with his friend.
His best friend.
He don't know that, man.
He don't know that, but
but you know what? He knows something.
Crazy.
But he does know something was going on, right? Because you weren't as available as you used to be. And I do feel like this, man. Let's keep it honest, all the way honest.
Let's keep it honest.
Even the way that they ended up hooking up, right? She didn't intend for that to happen.
Right.
It did happen. And a lot of times when you start dating somebody and they get locked up, the relationship does change.
Not always, but
a lot of times it does.
I seen this very scenario really end really badly in the streets. I have a story. I don't know if I got time to tell it, but I seen this very same scenario really end badly.
Right. And here's my thing, though. So you don't want to be with this guy either. You might want to just leave everybody alone because it is a foul.
I'm only 30.
Okay, she's young. But you listen, I think you should leave everyone alone. You're not with this guy anymore who's incarcerated. You know it was a foul situation with his friend. You might just want to dead everything, and cut all ties with everybody involved because it is a really messy situation. Like Mano said, he's seen this end really badly in the past. And I know you didn't intentionally do something like this, but it happened.
Correct.
And the friend is a sucker because if that's his best friend and he locked up and he knocking his girl off, he a sucker.
Yeah, that's not that's not his friend. That's more. He's just an associate.
Oh, you said it was his friend.
It was his friend.
That's what I come to terms with after the situation. That's not what a friend would do.
Oh, that's
okay.
Not
so you're assessing like that ain't your real friend anyway.
If it's not his real friend. Then
right.
I just think when things start off like this with this messiness and this drama, it never really does end well. And is it going to be worth it? Because it feels like you're stressed about it. So the best thing to do is realize, chapter of my life is closed.
You should get
I'm
back
anonymous.
with the guy from jail. You should hold it down for him. You should go see him, send him packages.
Because if he finds out.
But listen, I've been doing that. Like from day one, I've been there. From care packages to money, I've been there.
Keep it real with your dog no matter what.
You just couldn't provide the emotional support. I had needs.
Yeah,
you just said you had physical needs. I mean, other than that, he got you. I know he got his letter game up to par.
She probably don't even want to be with him.
He might not be the one either. That don't mean she got to be with a friend.
I'm feeling a lot of female energy.
No, I'm just keeping it real.
Like
things happen like that.
Yeah.
Not just
do you love this guy and want to be with this guy who's locked up?
I think about it a lot, but a lot of times his choices don't call for the best for my future. Like I have a lot of goals and plans, and a lot of times he's still talking he's not talking the best as far as when he comes home. Like, I need somebody who's going to be mindful that I'm trying to, I got certain goals in life, and he's still on that street stuff.
Yeah. He ain't the one. I don't feel he'd want.
I feel like it's a no. You could still send him things if you want to just show support, but that ain't it. And I don't think, and like you said, you're young, you don't even want to be in a relationship, and you can't play with people in jail like that
and
either.
You dating, and don't beat yourself up, because things like that happen.
For him.
You
I was stressed. I've been dealing with it for a little while now, so it has been a stressful situation. It was kind of hard to talk to people because I feared the judgment, but I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah,
well, I ain't gonna judge you, girl. I know how to be. Sometimes the person that's paying you more attention, and especially if he's helping financially, you kind of gear towards that person. Not saying it's right, but it is what it is. But he in a relationship too, so you just got to keep that in mind as well.
Correct.
Yeah, the more you stretch this out, the worse it's going to end up. But thank you for calling, and I wish you so much luck. But like I said, sometimes you got to put you first.
Okay?
Correct. Thank you, y'all.
No problem.
You ain't wrong.
Nice to meet y'all. Nice to meet you, Angela.
Nice to meet you. We told her exactly what she wanted to hear.
Okay. Go for it, sis.
All right. Well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, you guys get to have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Yes, I am, baby.
And my girl ChellaH from Chicago.
I'm here.
ChellaH, Big H.
Now, Mano cannot wait to go home because you have been up all night.
No, I'm not going home, though.
Where you going now?
I have this event I have to be at 2:30.
What?
Then I got a meeting at 5:30. So I'm not even gonna be able to go.
That's too much, man. You gotta rest at some point.
I know, but just not now.
I'm trying to look in your eyes. Are they red? You tired? You didn't even take a nap. Normally,
No.
Mano sit up here and take a nap.
No, but you know what I did? I went and got me a Red Bull.
And a honey pack?
No honey packs today.
Okay.
But the Red Bull works.
Give you wings?
Gave me wings, baby.
All right. Well, Chella, you're going to be with us.
I am.
Tomorrow and Friday. You outside?
I'm outside.
I got her some pizza, but yeah. All right. Well, anyway,
Crickets.
Thank you to Pastor A.R. Bernard for joining us today. That is my guy, Christian Cultural Center, mega church in Brooklyn. And he is really doing some great work in the community, making sure that there's affordable housing available for us. All right. Love to see it. And of course, you guys get the last word. It's 800-292-5150.
Yo, this is your boy Loopy Blogger, man. And I just want to shine a light on Angela Yee, holding it down for Way Up Radio. She's the best. She's a hard worker. She's putting on for her city. She loves her city. She's a good person. And I just feel like she deserves this, man. She deserves her flowers. I've seen her in action working. This lady's a robot. I had the pleasure to be there with her, seeing her in the loop. And I'm amazed, man. So this shout out is for Angela Yee, man. Have a blessed week, baby. Loopy, over and out. Es lo que es.
So I was working for DoorDash, and I had an order at Pizza Hut. I had to go pick it up, and they would not allow me to use the restroom, and I had to go so bad that I peed on their floor. I pulled my pants down, and I peed on their floor and made them clean it up. Yep, and I don't feel bad for it at all.
All right, so my secret is that I caught my girl in a lie. So ever since then, she would, she takes naps here and there. We have little cuddle sets, you know what I'm saying? She'll leave her phone in her hand, it'll be under the pillow, and I just sneak it out from under the pillow, and I got my Face ID on it, of course. So I'll take the phone, put my Face ID and go to her Snap, because I just got to make sure I'm not wasting my time, you know what I'm saying?
Going way up with Angela Yee.